Hello. Dr. Frank, Sydney, Sargent, Smokey, and June, Jupiter, Africa. Hello, folks. You are the first. You are the best. And anybody who comes afterwards, don't tell them, but I love you more. You know what? Whoa, I'm wearing like a teal shirt, but I think it's very subtly pulling out the green. It looks more blue than teal. Well, it still looks a little teal, but huh. I think the green screen's killing the green a little bit. I don't know. Might be fine. Hey, Celery Crunch, what's up? Hey, Waldo, it's 6 months. Holy moly. That's half a year, man. That's wild. It looks way more teal in real life than I don't know, maybe it's just subtle color differences, but maybe the green screen's doing something to the teal aspect and making it more traditionally blue. Hey, Hurry Bane. Oh, I wanted to talk about the card teasers. We always run through these. It's always really fun to have all of you theorize what these card teasers are going to be. So I thought we might do this again. The images are always so small, but it's still fun to pretend we know what the heck we're talking about. A few of these I think we probably will know what we're talking about. Hey, Spikes. Regis the Blue Boy. I'm so blue. I'm blue, buddy. Sometimes I've turned these into a video, in fact, where we talk about these cards, but I don't know. I have a lot of videos to get out right now. I have too many videos to make, and editing lately is taking a long time with these longer format videos. I keep thinking like, oh, just don't edit them that much. Don't edit down the gameplay that much. But for today's video, which is going to go live in a bit, I edited out 30 minutes of gameplay.
Because it was just not my cup of tea competition. ISNT exactly high.
Okay, hold up. Considering the only other Regis that I gave time of day to was some manhwa, a Korean comic. Huh, there's a Regis Korean comic. That's cool. I was watching a Conan clip yesterday on YouTube, and they were talking about RegisKillbin. They kept saying things about Regis, and it's like it was really hitting my ear a funny way. So there are a few Regises out there for sure. Thanks, Editor Mr. Regis, Quixote Syndrome with 3 months, and Boss 38 with a Prime sub as well. Man, amazing. Yeah, Dark Lady, I wondered if you'd watched that cinematic yet. Sylvanas stuff going down. No spoilers, please. Chat for people who care about that sort of thing. But yeah, crazy stuff. Boss also watching on YouTube. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that's cool. So, folks, I want to...
Actually, Immortal Regis, but you get the idea.
Oh, Immortal Regis. Oh, cool. Man, I want to be a manhwa. That's awesome. No, being immortal would actually suck. I think it'd be miserable, but yeah, maybe 150, 200 years would be cool, but I don't know. Anything beyond that, I don't know. Haste Mal, dude. Hello. Hi ho indeed. Yeah, Dark Lady, it was wild. So do you guys want to talk about these real quick? Just kind of theorize what these might be. We can probably deduce some of these pretty well, but others, I may need some of your help. Breaking down what we think these card teasers will be. You'll note I am not featured here. I did not get a card reveal. Or the reveal stream. So I am totally uninvolved in the reveal process this time around. David with a Prime sub. Thank you, David, for the kindness there. That also kicked off a hype train, dude. Wow. Amazing. Really cool. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's just jump into these. I don't want to spend too long on this. I'm going to have a bit of a shorter stream today. I had a time crunch this morning trying to finish this stupid video. It's taking forever, and then still not even done. It's still processing on YouTube. Then I had to deal with this computer support issue for my wife's laptop, and now I got an event tonight I got to go to, so I got crunched in the middle here for a short stream today, but we'll do our best to make the most of it here in these 2.5 hours. Oh, looks like my video is good to go live, though. Let me double check that real quick. mean, I don't know. It's I can't really ever try hard, can I? I'm just too myself. Okay, that looked fine. Let's push that live. Video out on YouTube. Double Regis. Yeah, I tried not to talk over myself, so single Regis hopefully, but mysterious background Regis at the very least. Yeah. So the first episode of Try Hard is now out on YouTube, which again I cut down from 2 hours to 1 hour and 26 minutes or so of editing. It was so much stuff chopped down. Watch after the stream. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thanks. Hey, Trudy's with 5 gifted subs, pushing the hype train. That's amazing. Grats to Zero to Hero, Turtle of Fury, Jolly Roger, Bropocalypse, and Lonely Lotus. That is awesome, dude. Appreciate it, good sir. And 300 bits to go ahead and finish it off. Yeah, thank you. Level 1 hype train complete. Very cool. Very cool. It's so early. It's never gonna go. It's never gonna get more support. But I appreciate you trying. Oh my God! Never mind. June, Jupiter, and Africa rocking the gifted subs as well. Congrats to Fel9, Tresef, PLK getting a gifted sub. Man, PLK is an absolute VIP. I see you and I9 so. Man, 2 people with the number 9 in their name there. That's pretty wild. Holy moly, 10 gifted subs out of nowhere. Nice. All right, let's for real start talking about these cards. I'm just gonna sit here and never actually talk to anybody, or say anything. It's gonna be the most boring stream ever. Theo with 200 bits. Oh my God, Theo, thank you. Man, kicking off Friday, amazing. Thank you, folks. That's very nice. Ooh, that sounds good, Dr. Frank. Ramen sounds delicious right now, actually. All right. Card number 1 coming out July 20th at 12 p.m. Central Time. I don't know, some kind of mage staff. Oh my God, 5,000 bits.
You wish.
Holy crap, 5,000 freaking bits to push the hype train through. Oh my God, Drudius, thank you. I guess I guess you're right. I gotta focus on the hype train. Shamanistical's in the house. Shamanistical, how's it going, man? How is the real estate game? Hope you're slinging houses, dude. Seems like a crazy market these days, from what I hear, at least around here and a lot of places. Houses going $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 over asking, $100,000 over asking, which doesn't really mean anything, but 20%, 30% over asking. Crazy. Ooh, you just had ramen as well? Man, jealous. Yeah, 5,000 freaking bits. Level 2 hype train complete. 20 gifted subs? What? Oh my God, forget the stream. I don't get to talk about anything. Oh my God. Congrats to Marcel, Frost Dragon, Gimloss, Tojo, Lone Rosa, Jacob, Sofer, Featherfowl, T, Miss Stoner, Phantom Limbs, Torn Tuna, or Torn Tuna, it looks like. Soul Stage, Dragoner, Seth Wagers, Celery Crunch, Unholy, Teicher, Chandleria, Itachi, Infamous, and Equal to Caboose. Woo. 500 additional bits to push the hype train to level 4. Farming emotes. I know what your life's about, Tributius. Level 3 complete. Unreal. Yeah, Innkeeper. Keeper's kicking people out, man. Hey, June Jupiter with another gifted sub. Congrats to Rahib. Oh my goodness, June Jupiter popping in today too. Body like your dad. Hello. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Rack Toner?
Boys, make some room by the hearth, won't ya? Welcome.
Kicking people out of the door. It's a full house, man. No room. Only letting Jaina in right now. That's it. All right. Let's legit talk about one Hearthstone card. What is this? The first card here is some kind of mage staff. It's pink, which is usually mage. I don't think it's like a profession staff, so it might be an actual mage weapon, or maybe it's just a character's holding it, probably more likely. Just some to some random mage character holding a mage weapon. I double checked. It doesn't look like Lady Katrana Prester's staff. Looks like she's holding the priest's staff benediction almost, from the artwork they showed. From the artwork they teased in the key art, at least.
For now. Give it 5 minutes and we can talk predictions.
Oh my god, that finally just caught up. You wrote that like 2 minutes ago. Maybe do Kazakis? Does he use the staff like that? He's usually doing stuff with his hands, isn't he? He is very Pink and Jim-like, but I don't know. I feel like he's never been shown a staff. Be cool, though. I'd love another Kazakis. Yeah, it is interesting. If Katrana Prester is using Benediction, the priest, like epic staff weapon, quest weapon you would get in classic Warcraft, World of Warcraft, she should maybe be a priest, but she's mage portrait, right? Yeah, which I mean, kind of makes sense. She's like a fiery dragon and stuff. I get that too, but anyway, we don't really know. Hard to tell. This looks like a mount foot, probably like a cleft hoof foot, which might be a mount for Guff. Because I think Tauren are known to ride like cleft hoofs, right? Or really any horde, but you would expect to see a Tauren on a big cleft hoof, right? Isn't that their like their racial mount or whatever? Their base racial mount's a cleft hoof, right? Zyrella. Oh, you think this could be a Zyrella? Oh, maybe if she uses a staff like this, yeah. I feel like she's been more yellow than pink. Pink makes me think mage. Taurens ride Kodos? Oh. Oh, maybe it's a Kodo then. Maybe that's what I mean. I always get those two confused because... Yeah, oh, Kodo. Yeah, I think it's a Kodo. It looks more like a Kodo foot. Sorry, yes. Kodo, not a cleft hoof. I bet this is Guff's Kodo mount. It looks more like a Kodo foot anyway, although they're pretty similar. The shards are like different colors, I think, because you can see Zyrella holding a yellow shard. Ooh. Okay, let's double check. Zyrella portrait. Zyrella's seen holding... Oh, you're right. Oh, it is Zyrella. Oh, you're absolutely right. It's going to be Zyrella. Look. That is the same freaking staff. It's got the 4 little fingers. Hey, Mrs. Kilbin. It's got 4 little fingers. You want me to show you? Why? You look cute. You don't want me to? Okay. It's got the 4 little fingers, the crystals emanating around it, and the main prong crystal. I mean, clearly the art direction's a little different on it, but it definitely looks like the same staff. You're right, yeah. Which means this might be her quest line, right? Might be Zyrella's quest line. So, okay, that's cool. Zyrella questline, I think this will be the Guff mount. I think this looks like it could be the Rokara mount. Because it looks like... like a wolf that the orcs ride. You guys think it's a wolf? This, I mean, God knows. It's some kind of... rune. It looks like it's pretty darn zoomed in just based on the fidelity of that. So that could be on somebody's shirt. That could just be in the background of an image. That could be, who knows? I mean, it's really kind of impossible to tell. Oh my God, Hype Train done. Unbelievable. 35 gifted subs and 6,300 bits. Holy crap. That's a Hype Train. Man. Absolutely bonkers. Thank you, everybody. Tributi is putting in the work, but some help along the way as well. Thank you, June, Jupiter, Africa in particular, for the big time contributions. Theo with some nice bits tossed in as well there. Very, very much appreciated, everybody. If I forgot anybody, my apologies. New sigil? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it could be. Sure. I was looking at this one a lot. This one is clearly very zoomed in, right? You can often tell by the like, you know, like those are really low kind of fidelity leaves, and the beard texture. Oh, I think it's a beard anyway. The texture of like the hair or whatever that is behind it is very zoomed in, because you know that would look weird at scale. So I think this is just like the beard of some kind of druid character with leaves in it, or like a gnome. beard can be purple. I can't think of anything like specific. Like Malfurion's beard is not purple, right? It's like green, right? I don't know why Malfurion would be showing up anyway, but like a night elf beard is not usually purple. It's green because their skin is purple. Their beard's like green. So I don't know if this is like a specific character. I mean, gnomes have purple beards or these kind of pinky purpley beards. But gnomes aren't normally associated with leaves. So I don't know what combination of characters and things would point towards a purpley beard or hair. Or maybe that's not a beard. I'm trying to think of what other thing that could be, like a paintbrush. I don't know. Looks like a dress. Sure. It looks more textured like hair to me, but sure. Why not? Could be like a beastly character. Yeah, maybe. If anybody can think of something in Stormwind with a purple beard that is associated with leaves, you know, chime in. I'm always curious. Stormwind characters. Just kind of looking at characters that might be in Stormwind that, see if I catch a glimpse of anything that matches, you know. Gnomes are definitely what come to mind most readily for me, but I don't know why gnomes would be around leaves. They're not normally very nature-y characters. So, anyway, this is some kind of void dude, right? Like a void walker or something. I don't know. I feel like I remember for some reason having a void walker in Stormwind or playing a character that had, like, I guess there's a warlock area in Stormwind. Over in the Mage's Quarter and stuff, so I feel like there's you just get your Voidwalker in Stormwind really early on or something. I don't remember the deals, but I have some memory of a Voidwalker in Stormwind deep in my brain. So probably just something like that. Maybe it goes deeper than that. So this is the interesting one, July 21st. This is absolutely the weapon of Varian Wrynn, Charlemagne. I don't know which half it is. There's two halves. If it's Elamain or Chalator, I don't know if there's any way to know, or maybe it's already combined. I don't know how we can tell, but so this is almost certainly going to be some version of like King Varian or something. I don't know what the last Varian was called. Probably just Varian Wrynn, right? Maybe it could be just the weapon and you'll get like the two halves. That'd be cool, yeah. I would imagine this is just a warrior legendary of Varian Wrynn, but maybe it could be deeper than that, yeah. That would be sick. I'd love to get a legendary weapon and warrior. That'd be awesome. Like, it would actually be cool if they got like an extra legendary where it was like the two weapons, you had to draw both of them and then fuse them together. Or maybe it says like start of game, split into two, and then when you draw both, they fuse together and it becomes some sick, epic legendary weapon or whatever. Oh, that would be sick. But I think it'll be Varian still. Although they did tease that this is like while Varian was still missing. And that's why Katrana Prester and young baby Anduin are still chilling around. So I don't know if Varian is around or if they're just kind of just putting Varian in anyway. Anduin would still be too young at this point of whatever kind of storyline they've concocted here. This little storyline section we're in, Anduin would be a child. So I don't think we'd expect to see Anduin wearing like armor and holding it at this rate, but you never know. Could be anything there. July 21st at 2 a.m. there. Just a dude pounding his fist, but there's clearly some elemental energies or some... to me, I like imagine a guy like demanding a better deal. Like, I think this might be a tradable shaman card. He's like, that's a terrible deal. And he's like pounding his fist like a shaman at the market who's mad that he got a bad deal, and he pounds his fist and just a little bit of, lava energy comes out of his hand or whatever. Jontron, dude, thanks to the 3 months. Amazing. Hello right back at you, dude. Yeah, could be Logosh variant, but he didn't have Charlemagne when he was Logosh, did he? Maybe he did. I don't know. I read the comics, but I don't remember. I feel like he didn't have Charlemagne. Maybe he did. I have this toy. I think he just used like generic gladiator weapons, from what I recall, but I don't know. Either way, I'd love to get a Logosh card. That'd be awesome. July 21st, just some, or 4 a.m. here, just some generic Alliance banner. I don't think we have any way to determine what that's going to be. It just could be in the background of some character. Could be a banner card. Who knows? July 21st, 5 a.m. is a green gem. I bet if we really, really looked hard enough in Stormwind, we could figure out a character or a location with this green gem on it. I don't obviously know Stormwind well enough to guess that, but I'm willing to bet. Oh, you know what this could be though too is like a jewel crafting thing, like another profession. We've seen the we kind of got that one thing that was already jewel oriented. Maybe though. Maybe it's a jewel crafting thing. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe a character. If anybody knows a specific thing, let us know. This, of course, looks like a Noyotron coming back. He doesn't have the nose, I noticed somebody said. A Noyotron normally has a nose. Like that little horn nose thing. This character doesn't have that. So maybe a variation of a Noyotron, or maybe it's not. Sir Anoyo is different than a Noyotron. I don't know all the Noyotron rules, obviously. But pretty similar at least. Some kind of variation of I'm sure, a Divine Shield mech sort of thing. Yeah, Noyotron's in the game right now, I guess, too. So I don't know what he'll be like. If he'll be different, similar. Might just be a... yeah, exactly, Thornback. It might be a teaser and he's just like in the background of an engineering card or something, right? Where it's like an engineer or the profession weapon for engineers, right? Whatever it is. Maybe like Rogue is getting an engineering thing. Like Warlock and Paladin got their little profession weapons and Anoyo's just chilling in the background. That is certainly feasible. July 21st, 7 a.m. is some kind of druid transformation paw, I think, probably, right? Like a panther form or bear form, or I don't know all the forms of druid, but I'm guessing it's just some kind of druid form. So who knows what that could be, a spell, like, you know, a transformation that went awry in town or something, or training, or God knows. July 21st, 10 a.m. looks like a Worgen hand with claws doing some kind of mage spell. So I'm guessing this is a Worgen mage character, either in a spell or a minion form doing something. Who knows? No way to know. July 21st at 12 p.m. That is so specific. I'm sure we can figure out what that is. I don't know offhand. It looks to me like there's some kind of like character or shoulder or pauldron in the background wearing like a blue and gold and metal outfit of some kind. And maybe he's like holding this or standing next to it. It's a practice lockbox. Oh, maybe it is. Let's see. It doesn't really, I'm Googling like lockboxes in Warcraft. It doesn't really look like a lockbox to me that I'm seeing art of in the game anyway. I mean, it doesn't really look like a lockbox to me in general. It looks like the pummel of a weapon or something. I don't really see that, I guess. Maybe I'm not seeing what you're seeing. It also looks very ornamental, like Alliance, Stormwind Guard, like knightly, royal, sort of ornamental to me. A chest. I think you guys are getting the scale of this one off, at least based on my interpretation. I'm looking at a small item, I think. I feel like I'm looking at something at the end of a weapon or adorning the top of something. I don't feel like I'm seeing a big chest or box. You know, I'm seeing something smaller and like a character standing behind it, and he's like holding on to a, you know, weapon that's pointing down, and this is the top of it, or like, yeah, a big, I could see that being the back of a hammer, yeah, like the metal part is the chunk of the hammer, and that's the back of the hammer. Yes, I could definitely see that. I see what you're saying. So there's like right here would be the handle coming out. So this is the back of the hammer. This is the big chunky fat front of the hammer. There's a handle down here that he's holding. And there's a dude standing here holding this big hammer. Is there a character that holds a hammer like that? That's like famous? Like this would be a legendary? Or is this maybe just, you know, a generic guard or captain of the guard or something like that, right? Where it's hard to deduce anything further. Quick Googling, I don't see any particular... Like, what is Bolvar before he gets, what does Bolvar use before he goes all, bad guy on us? Oh, I don't know. Bad guy is debatable, I guess, but Lich King anyway. What is Bolvar? Maybe it's like Bolvar. Because he does use a hammer as the Lich King. He uses a sword when he's in Stormwind, though. So they would have to change. If he was going to look like Bolvar as we know, he always uses a sword, not a hammer. So I doubt it's Bolvar, but that's like the kind of character I would expect to have a big ornamental hammer like this. So, I don't know. Anyway, this looks like a snout of a hog of some kind. Do any characters ride like hogs as their mount? Like, would this be the mount of a character? Not on the horde side. Is there anybody like trolls ride raptors usually? Hogwatch? What's Hogwatch? I don't see anything related to Hogwatch in Stormwind. Maybe just a boar in Elwyn Forest? Yeah, that could be. Just a generic boar. This, I'm pretty sure, is the paladin mount for Cariel. Looks like a very ornamental hoof for a horse. We can actually get a teaser of the mount for Paladin to see if it matches up here. Hold up. There's some artwork on the website. Gotta zoom out a second here, sorry. That showcases the mount standing in town. The footwork actually for... Oh, that's not Cariel's mount. Where is that artwork that shows Cariel's mount? I know it's somewhere. It's in the trailer, maybe? Oh, yes. It is absolutely Cariel's mount. Yeah. Look at the trailer here. Cariel's horse. See the little, like, gold stripe, white stripe, blue for Cariel's mount. And then you'll see the same thing here. Gold, white, and blue. Same color hoof and everything. Yeah, that's definitely going to be Cariel's mount card. Okay. July 21st, 6 p.m. is just some dude holding a bottle, it looks like to me. I think. Is there anything else that could be? It's the shape of like a bottle. It's the galloping idiot. Yeah, I think this is just some kind of alcoholic drink. I don't know if we're gonna be able to figure out much beyond that. Bar top dancer, sure, yeah. I think this will be Cariel's quest line. This looks like Cariel's hammer. And by looks like, I'm 99% sure it's Cariel's hammer. It has the silver hand on it like Cariel's hammer. It has little golden ornamental diamonds at the end. It is 100% Cariel's hammer. So that will be probably her quest line, which is cool. This is maybe something of like Kurtrus's, like his belt buckle or something. I don't know if we have a good look at Kurtrus. Kurtrus's outfit. But maybe something demon huntery for sure. It looks very demon huntery. Actually could be like a warglaive handle, you know, the part around the hand of the warglaive. Very much looks like that. That appears to be a shaman card with some lightning. God knows what that'll be. Just some random minion or spell using some kind of particle effect. There's no way to know that I can see. You've seen that insignia? Well, if you let us know. Hank the Hammer's hammer. Okay, hold up. Hank the Hammer. You think that's Hank the Hammer's hammer? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it is, honestly. Like, it could be. Here's Hank the Hammer's hammer. He is in Stormwind. Like, it does have, you know, I don't think it looks that much like it. If you're talking about this hammer, this is way more ornamental than Hank the Hammer's hammer. I mean, maybe if they made Hank the Hammer's hammer look cooler, but I don't know. I don't see it. I'll be honest. I'm not identifying it. It's, you know, they're both hammers. Is it? Oh, this hammer? No, this is not Hank the Hammer's hammer either. No, this is 100% Cariel's hammer. You can just see it. It's just in the art. Hold up, I'll show you. One sec. This is Cariel's second form in the Meet the Mercenaries. See how it's got the golden bands and the diamonds, and the shape is like that keg shaped. You can see it's exactly the same here, right? It's got the golden bands, keg shape, diamond things at the end, and there's a silver hand on it. This artwork doesn't have it because it's on the other side of the hammer, but there is this artwork as well for Cariel, which shows the silver hand on the side. And again, same double golden bands, diamond little things at the end. This one's Cariel 100%. A Grand Marshal's Warhammer. Okay, let's see that. That would be sick. Tease the PvP aspect a little bit. Yeah, a little closer. The Grand Marshal's Punisher. This is the lowest resolution artwork I've ever seen. It's a little closer. It's got the kind of gray fat part down here and the like ornamental part at the top. It's still not a perfect match, but you know, maybe it's just a stylized interpretation. It is much closer though, because the back end of this one, like here, let's look at this, right? The back end has that like scalloped kind of edge. There's a square part in the middle and a little pointy part at the end, and then the gray thing there. This has that little scoop double edge, the pointy thing at the end, the thing in the middle, and the gray like stone weighty part at the bottom. I bet you're right. I bet that's a Grand Marshal's hammer. Does anyone like? Isn't there Grand Marshal like Windsor or something? Why am I thinking of that? What is that? Marshal Windsor's a real person, maybe. I don't know. Isn't there a Grand Marshal that's not a PV character, but actually in Warcraft? Like somebody with the name Grand Marshal. Grand Marshal, no, it's just always player characters, I guess. I don't know. I think you might be right though. I bet that's a based on that somehow. I don't know what the character's gonna be, or who knows. Anyway, I think we're done with that, so cool. I always like going through those and seeing what we can see. So I guess we'll continue our tryhard journey for now. We did a big duels run last time, so I want to get back in the groove here. We're really close to Legend. I got a bit of a short stream today. I got to go in about hour and a half, hour and 15, or hour 45. So, Grand Marshal Julianne Trimblade. Is that a real character? Oh, yeah, but she doesn't use that hammer or anything. Maybe. I feel like I didn't know what character named that, though, so that eases my brain a little. Okay, Warrior. Warrior's tough to beat. Il'gynoth can be a path to beat Warrior, but I think I want to play for bodies as much as possible. I don't think I keep Blackthorn when we don't have coin. It's just really slow. Want to make sure I get some early sticky pressure out, so I really want my sticky Deathrattle minions. Unfortunately, these aren't those. Fel Rattler is good if this is Rush Warrior, though, potentially. In either case, Warrior pretty much always makes me dreadfully nervous to beat. I think we win these fairly often, but they're still very nerve-wracking every single time. So we'll see how it goes. I have like an 83% win rate of this deck, but for some reason, I feel like I'm going to lose every game. I don't know what it is, but I just always feel like we're going to lose. For whatever reason. Despite our obscene win rate. Our win rate against Warrior is actually 4-1. We're so far very favored against Warrior with this. That was, let's see. That may not be, oh, that's not even this deck. Hold up. That may be wrong. I lied to you. Our win rate with this deck is 5-1 against Warrior. Okay. We don't have any bad matchups in this deck. Druid is the worst. We're 5-4. I guess Mage we're 1-1 so far. I'm gonna go ahead and play for the No, actually let's
That was an error.
Let's go here. Cause the odds of getting a Razor Boar are slim and oh sad. Even if I get one, I still have a turn 3, as I was gonna say, so hopefully it's okay. Tuskpiercer, Razor Boar filling in the curve here. Damage definitely matters in this matchup, so squeezing in the 2-mana Chaos Strike can be useful. Yeah, so we're 8-0 against Demon Hunter with this deck, 5-4 against Druid, 6-1 against Hunter, so I'd love to farm some Hunters. 1-1 against Mage, 3-1 against Priest, 9-2 against Shaman. Oh my god. Because of Wildfire? Yeah, I need to do my quest still. I'm gonna miss out on the your portrait if I'm not careful. I absolutely need to get it done. So let's see. Even if I draw Renowned Performer here, I'm probably still happy to play Devouring Ectoplasm. So I think we'll go ahead and Hero Power. It's also a little better if we get the Beastmaster. We can still play it too, so it's all good. Okay, they're at 19. I have functionally 7, 8 always ready to go. So they're getting low already. This is hopefully going to pull an Ectoplasm so I can retain a little bit of reactivity with a Fel Rattler. Won't because we're unlucky, but oh, beautiful. Yes. Anyway, 9-2 against Shaman, 2-0 against Warlock, and 5-1 so far against Warrior. Kind of crazy. Not the best minion here. Really not the best hand here. Does that mean I fix the hands, or do I just take the Spectral and still stick to the Fel Rattler? They have a really fat hand. I could absolutely dismantle their hand. The problem is I'm not going to be developing much if I do. I think I can play this one straight still.
Maybe.
You never really know if you're going to regret that or not until later, but oh, that skull positioning is kind of the worst. All right. Green's a little better than Fel Rattler. Fel Rattler is, I mean, it's useless, right? But it's tempo that doesn't have as much value later, I would argue, because we're usually going to be going face anyway. So Fel Rattler lets me push through a taunt or something slightly better maybe in the future. So Skull's a bit awkward in that positioning. Hopefully we just top deck the other Skull. That would be a perfect solution. 18's still quite a hill to climb here. I'm nervous about this game. Il'gynoth could bail us out, though, if we get the right stuff. And Skull definitely helps me maybe find that sort of thing. Okay. Weapon gone. Still 18. Oh, wish I could play this, man. I really don't want to have to play from the left either is the problem. I'm going to probably next turn, but I hate having to use these prior to, number one, lethal so that we can surprise them. Number two, Il'gynoth, because with a weapon up, Il'gynoth can double all of these basically, so it feels a bit like a waste of opportunity. Do-do-do. Glide Master Alabaster. We did try it once or twice. Yeah, I don't think we ever got a list where it felt satisfying, though, I gotta say. Ooh, that is slow. Do we have any lethals here? 7, 10, 15, and they're at 18. That feels bad. So they're like always gonna gain 8 after this, right? So committing. Well, I could clear the crash. Actually. Do I? It feels so bad. I mean, going face, though, it's like the net almost exact same. Right? Like, it's basically the same difference. So I might as well just clear it, right? And that opens up the skull as well, so, I mean... It hurts, it sucks, but what am I gonna do? Nice haircut. Thanks, dude! Still a little wet today. If this didn't open up the skull, I don't know if it would have been worth it, honestly. It might have still been more advisable to go face, just because you literally net one health. But it opened up the skull because, you know, we don't always get a top deck that makes skull playable from the right. So opening it up from the left, I guess technically helps a little. Shield slam on a 3/2? What? Okay. Again, not the nuts here, man. Gnarg lets me hit for a lot, but it's just really not that valuable. I-beam lets me clear the idiot. I like I-beam a little better. I don't really need to clear the idiot, though, is the thing. I can just leave it up and go face this game. I'll take an arc. I don't think I'm going to play it now, though, even though it's outcasted. Well, I might. It depends whether or not I see an Il'gynoth here or a second Eldraki, like, or a Skull. There's a few things that kind of maybe change my decisions here a little bit. Okay, yeah, perfect. Perfect. I know this looks weird, but it's actually fine. I want to save the Gnarg until I get an Il'gynoth, basically, so... I don't know, not killing this does feel kind of bad playing this taunt into it now. I think I hold the taunt, yeah. No reason to give him the trade on this unless we have to, because we don't really want him to have a Kargath Prime. And we're just like setting up to end the game now, so. Cool. Cool. We'll just save for Il'gynoth now. I think this is the path. Unless maybe hit a Blackthorn, I think can stick or something. I guess I have to be mindful of like rankers and a few other things that could still gain a ton of armor, but we're definitely lining up for the win. If I get a wrong top deck here, I won't be able to skull from the right. I'll have to commit from the left, which is still probably fine. So I hope to hit like what Eldraki, I guess, would be pretty good from the top. Renowned Performer, I'd probably just figure it out, throw it down. Maybe I'd still play from the left. It's only... it's 5 mana from the left. That's too much. I need 4 mana or less. Performer. Yeah, it's really not perfect, but... so be it. We need the skull. We need Il'gynoth. We need Pursuit. We need... Fury's fine. Razorboar sucks, though. Man. Not thrilled about this. Yeah, this is not going great. I needed the damage output cards, right? I'm gonna lose time. He's gonna hit Il'gynoth, like, or I mean, Kargath Prime. I'm gonna end up losing this. It's just from kind of getting stuff in the wrong order. Because this is like stranded almost. This has just Performer. Oh, no, it does have Talon still. Okay, so this is good for one more turn, I guess. Oh, Stage Dive. No. What? I can still win next turn. Well, no, maybe not, actually. I think I'm screwed. That's the right card. 3, 6 is 9, 10, 13. I just can't kill Kargath. I don't really necessarily have to, but I sort of have to. Okay, so this means I'm guaranteed to hit Il'gynoth or Relentless Pursuit next turn, but not actually guaranteed. He gains another 10. He's at 31. I have 4, 6. Il'gynoth is, or excuse me, Relentless Pursuit, if I have Il'gynoth, is 8, 10, 11, 22 with Il'gynoth. I don't think I can do it. I have to do this, I think. I can't, it lines up okay if I kill that, but if I don't kill it, I think I'm screwed. I mean, I may still not get there, right? It may still be too much, but... oh, I guess Talon always draws Il'gynoth, so I do always have the Il'gynoth, which means I always hit Relentless Pursuit, assuming Talon dies. But if Talon doesn't die, then I'm sick in 3 damage, which is also pretty cool. So what did I say? 4 and 3 is 7. Relentless Pursuit's another 4. That's 11. That's 22 with Il'gynoth. Oh, plus this is 20, 25? I might just have it. I don't know. Let's see what he heals for. If he has like a ranker that heals and kills a bunch of this stuff. Oh, that hurts me a little actually, but maybe not, because it means he has no mana left and I just stick a board. That costs me 6 damage off Il'gynoth, but if he has no way to clear the board, it sort of doesn't matter. No ranker, obviously, because no 4 mana and he's hitting a minion. What is the follow-up here? Just hero power? In that case, we're... Well, I guess Talon's not dying, so that sort of hurts. I might just have it naturally in that case, though, because there's so many minions left. Oh my god, this game is crazy. Talon didn't die. So I have it naturally. 9 plus 8 plus 3 is 20. I'm a little shy. Let's double check. 8, 10, 11 plus 9 is 20. I'm 2 off because I didn't hit Il'gynoth. Il'gynoth would have been actually worth way more. So that was a tough 50-50. If he'd even just attacked the Talon, I could have forced the Il'gynoth here, but he leaves the Talon up. I guess I just say screw it and go, and I don't have a choice. Like I just wait for the Il'gynoth. It's 22 damage. Can he taunt or heal out of range, right, is the question. I don't know. Probably, maybe. Who knows? Let's see. Any sort of disruption here? Anything that really gets in my way? Any big time healing? That's not enough, right? Particularly with stuff on board still.
Well, taunt doesn't save him if you are minions survive.
Well, I think this gets us there, right? Harrowingly close, but we get 22 plus 3. Yeah, we do it, man. Freakishly close game. Don't feel like I played it perfectly either, for the record, but we got there. We got there. I don't know. There was that Gnarg turn was, I don't know. I like wanted to save the Gnarg for the Il'gynoth, which was gonna pan out until the Mutanus, so maybe it was okay. I don't know. Debatable, I guess. Taunt doesn't save him if my minions survive. Yeah, taunt is interesting, right? Because you can sometimes just hit the taunt and kill them if they're low enough. But definitely with the minions there, I could have maybe just hit the taunt. Il'gynoth would have still dealt damage. And then maybe the minions left over would have got there. Yeah, would have been cool. Would have been a fun way to win. Fun way to win. Oh yeah, Ashes of Creation. Are people playing that? I heard there was like an alpha weekend or something. Is that open to people? Do you have to pay for it? Definitely a game on my radar. By the way, hi Canthel. How's it going? Ashes of Creation. I've watched a few of the like streams and stuff. Could be amazing. All right, like this early start here. $500 for alpha. Woo! I guess I'll be sitting this one out, team. Yeah. Looks like I'll be hanging out with you guys. Boy, oh boy. Hey, Rags, man. Thanks for the 2 months, dude. Yeah, there are a lot of MMOs right now. It's a cool time. A lot of hope, you know, baked into those. I really like the Razor Fins. We're not going to attack here. This may not die, but I might be able to force it. You never know. Razorfin into Renowned is really good. Razor Boar, excuse me. Into Razorfin is really good. Okay. Now we can go ahead and attack, actually. Because we're going to have 2 Deathrattles for these, so that's perfect. We might get one that's not going to get pulled, but hopefully we do. I am out of gas, though, so I kind of need like a skull at some point this game, or maybe Talon's enough to get us there. But if we just draw like Furies and Renowned Performers and stuff, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. Because I don't think I'll have enough time to like get over the hump. Rush Warrior is pretty good at like clearing stuff, right? So, you know, like it's going to be hard for me to leverage a board over 2 or 3 turns for the victory, basically. So I'll have to kind of get there. Ooh, Tusk Piercer to fill in the gap. Is that gonna be better than? No, I think this will live potentially for a turn. So let's well, it kind of needs to live for 2 turns, I guess. But anyway, let's just cement our board advantage here. We might tempo Il'gynoth this game just for the big minion, right? For lack of anything more interesting to do. I think he prioritizes the performer here, right? Because you're always scared this is gonna pop off for another minion. Plus, this is just tidy. It's all 1 health stuff coming out, so maybe this sticks around long enough for the Tusk Piercer, because I think once I play the Il'gynoth, it'll again get prioritized. Oh, really? Gonna go ahead and pop the Razorfin. Okay, that's actually better for me right now, technically. I interact better with that. Just gonna kill both. Okay, that makes sense. I like the 1/1s being left up, though. Oh, gonna kill 1/1/1.
Here for a good time.
Okay. Really going all in to preserve the board here. That's interesting. I'm gonna tempo Il'gynoth. I love it. Next turn we'll draw 2 cards. That's fine. Il'gynoth might just hit for 4. It might also hit for even more if they start trading small dudes into it. Might hit for like 6+. Yeah, it's cool. We rarely get to do the tempo Il'gynoth, but it's always seems pretty solid when it happens, I gotta say. Okay. Kreen, huh? Wow, Kreen's fun. I think we're pretty much always playing it too.
You want my respect?
Get free damage, don't even damage the Il'gynoth for the taunt clear. That's awesome. Not the most powerful follow-ups here, though. Unfortunately, I'm still going to need a Skull or a Blackthorn to really get through this game, or Talon. I'm not going to have enough, otherwise 14's still a mountain to climb here. Oh, man, 2/4 attack dudes. Oh, one's a 6 attack dude, of course. Oh, my God, the double up there is so strong. Yeah, see, this is the problem. I need Blackthorn, like, right now. Illidari Studies into Skull would be... Oh! Kurtrus is actually pretty good here, too, though, I gotta say. These are both very frightening, so...
My eyes for vengeance.
This might be enough to get me there, honestly, because they're low on gas now. If I couldn't clear that board, that was going to be tough. Skull was going to help, but this is big Kurtrus, to say the least. Big Kurtrus. Big Kurtrus. And the stickiness on the Razor Boar is pretty good here, too. They may not expect me to have the actual answer for that. So, that's handy. 3 free damage, too, chipping in. It's nice. Okay. Oh, Eldraki's not a great draw, man. Not a bad draw, I guess, but it's not a great draw. Ooh, I'm gonna need a good top deck team. We're both really light on gas, but he has 2 card advantage here. He can clear the board, maybe, probably, with rush minions of any kind or another, right? Oh, God. That is big. I might just be able to go over the top, though, right? Just depending on what I draw here. Oh, whoa! Whoa! Why attack? You just give me lethal. What? I think you had to hope that the Troublemaker cleared, right? I guess maybe the Troublemaker can't clear the 2/2, but as long as it wasn't Wind Fury, I still didn't have lethal presented. I would have only had 5 showing, right? I could have top decked a minion or something. Hey, Norin Rod, man, what's up? Rush Warrior's great in this Shaman meta. Just dunk on their boards before they can do anything. I would love to play some more Shamans and Hunters, man. We've been farming those. Although we keep beating Warrior too, so I don't know. I think Shaman and Hunter, we have to have an Eldraki Warblades to be good against, and we just hit one, so maybe. Oh my God, this is like the ultimate Shaman hand. I don't think I'd keep Blackthorn. I think Skull is fine with coin, and these seals are great, but I was definitely going to want some kind of early tempo card or another. Oh my God, I can play such an early Skull right now. Okay. That's fine. We'll probably hold coin for Skull. We're going to fall behind a little bit, but hopefully these are enough to stabilize once we do. It's a little bit risky for sure. Because if you fall too far behind, you try to stabilize behind taunts, right? They can just sort of... oh my God. They can sort of just whack you, right? I don't have any demons for philosophy. Vengeful Spirit, I mean, it draws stuff. That's cool, I guess, but it may be a while before I play it. Yeah. I don't love this. I definitely don't think I want the card draw when I have Skull, though, right? If I'm playing Skull on 4, what's the point? I need a play this turn, though. I need, like, a Razor Boar bad. Chaos Strike, maybe, just to get something going. Skull, again, is not what I'm looking for. Oh, I'm an idiot. There's a healing totem on board. Oh my God, I was gonna whack that for the Eldraki, but there's a freaking healing totem I didn't even think about. I'm just so stupid. That was dumb. Hitting neither mattered. I should have just hit face, obviously. It's too smart for myself. That's one of those things where it's like, I'm so smart, I'll set it up for the Eldraki, and then they healing totem and you feel like a goon. It happens to the worst of us, don't worry. Don't worry, Reg. Happens to the worst of us. I was just showing my dominance. So we're gonna need actual playable cards off Skull. I'm gonna want Fell Rattler, Razorfin Beastmaster, and Death's Head Cultist or something, right? Like, I'm gonna want cards that I can actually utilize off Skull, as opposed to like Talons and Blackthorns and stuff that are harder to use. Because I don't think I have a whole lot of time left. So we're gonna have to make this count. Make it count. Oh boy. All unplayable cards. We got one playable guy. I guess that's cool. Gonna go ahead and heal 2 here. Just because I know I have another Eldraki. I mean, this is now insane, but am I gonna take too much damage? I guess I'm at 20. That's not too bad. I can also play Renowned Performer as well to maybe force taunts if Blackthorn doesn't hit any, but he's pretty likely to hit a Cultist. Also, this 3/3 can maybe... Yeah, I can force it to hit a Cultist as well. If it dies, but it's not gonna die. Okay. Scratch that plan. Taunts are still really, really good here, of course, because... we suck and don't hit taunts, so never mind. Scratch Scratch the taunt plan, I guess.
We'll cut right to the chase.
Okay. I don't have any healing for the Eldraki either. I just have Eldraki is the problem. I need like damage acceleration to heal more because I didn't get a cultist. I didn't get any taunts. I don't have any healing bonus. I might just be able to kill them, I guess. I have 15. Plus 3 is 18. I can't Il'gynoth and Eldraki yet, so that doesn't really set up a lethal. If they go for weapon damage now, and then I can't use the cultist to heal because they use spell damage afterwards, I mean, there's a world where they line up enough. It seems like maybe this is not the path to that because they're at least committing half this turn to Fireheart itself, so there's no like Doomhammering coming to whack me really hard. Oh, Revolve. Oh my god. Okay. It's not even bad for me necessarily, right? Like, I guess there were some death rattles and stuff you lose, but I got a monster taunt now. I'm bumped. Landslide's kind of cool. Not overloaded, I guess, though, so not that good. This guy's fun. No Murlocs for me, unfortunately. Okay, I think I probably do try to use some healing here now then. Basically, make sure we have the necessary life total in place to win this game. Since we've pretty much dominated the board here, let's just heal up. So heal 2 immediately, put that 4 health in as well on the Quill board to be extra safe here. And yeah, hopefully we have enough board here to win. I think we have a high likelihood of that. If not, we'll just develop another wave of threats. Hey, Cosper Click, dude. What's up, man? Big fan of your YouTube, not much of a Twitch watcher, says Rin. But on this rare occasion, I was feeling a stream. Oh, awesome, man. Thanks, dude. That's cool. I get it. I was like that for a long time, too. Twitch made me... I was, like, scared of Twitch. I didn't know how to use Twitch or what to do on Twitch. Oh, my God. For real? That is sick. Oh! What? He's the unluckiest guy on Earth. He hit the one minion that didn't die. Oh my god, Findul, dude. I'm so sorry, man. That sucks. I think he was still dead, but that is brutal. My god, Findul, dude. That is actually just awful feeling, man. I'm so sorry, dude. Jay Zeiger with 19 months, man. That's amazing, sir. That's amazing. What is our win rate with this deck now still, guys? We are still at an 81% win rate. I'm 42-10 all time with this deck. This season, we're 24-6 and 80% win rate. Significant game count, too. It's wild what happens when you play a real deck. It's just so crazy. I play all these bad decks, and I think I may have to, like, readjust my expectations for, like, the quality of a deck. Because, you know, I look at HS Replay, I see, oh, 54% is like, you know, tier 1 deck. But I always forget that that's not really my win rate with a deck. When I play a good deck, I usually actually have, you know, through Legend at least, a 65+% win rate. So when I have a deck that goes like 4-4 and I call it okay, maybe it's not even close to okay because if I was playing a good deck, I would have had a 60, 70, 80% win rate, right? Like, I don't know. I might have to readjust my expectations. I always forget what happens when you play a real deck. That said, I'm going to lose 5 in a row here. Just you wait and see, because I think Druid's definitely one of our worst matchups. Well, it actually is the worst matchup for this deck. We're barely above 50-50 on Druid. We're 3-2 this month, 5-4 overall against Druid. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this. A little bit of tempo might help me clear a Gibberling or discourage a Gibberling or something. I don't know. Definitely not perfect because I didn't hit a curve. Oh, going for the Gibberling anyway. And this is why we lose. If they get the Gibberling pop-off start, we just can't really do anything. Also, Blizzard said they're gonna nerf non-games for Druid, so maybe Gibberling or Lightning Bloom are finally gonna get the cut. They don't have a buff. I think we'll be okay, but if they coin into like Power of the Wild or something, we might be in trouble. Oh, that's kind of gross too, actually. Yeah, that's also pretty gross. Yeah, I just don't have a play here. This is what I was talking about, right? Like, there's non-game sometimes. I can't If he has Power of the Wild here, it's just GG 100%. Ectoplasm, like, trades okay if there's no buff. Oh, he did Overload, so maybe we have a chance here. We might have time. We might have time. I doubt it, though. We're probably still very far behind. This guy has some nice interactivity, but still just so many things on board. Coin, Innervate, or no, Coin, Arbor Up is already ready. It's just over. Oh, Soul the Forest. That's also pretty much over. Pretty much GG. I guess if they trade, does that open up anything for me? Like, Fell Rattler doesn't get any better. It actually gets worse. Well, I mean, there's no change, I guess. Fell Rattler's still about the same awfulness. Can I win off, like, Talon into Blackthorn if they take a really, really long time to win this game somehow? I don't know what that would require. A bunch of bad trades again. Think we're just screwed. Oh my god. Okay, these have overkill on them. They don't really advantage from the extra Soul of the Forest. The problem is the turn 6 turn. I guess I could go like Aldraki, Death's Head Cultist, Blackthorn on 7. I think I'm just pretty much dead this turn though, right? Like boom, 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 boom. Take 10. Any buff here is lethal, really. That is certainly gonna do it. Druid is our only matchup that we lose. I just still, to this day, am stunned that Lightning Bloom got printed. When it got printed, I said, this is actually insane. How did they print this card? It's remained untouched somehow. A bunch of cards around it that it supports have gotten nerfed, or at least, you know, Guardian Animals comes to mind. I'm just always shocked Lightning Bloom isn't the card that got nerfed. I just don't know. Oh, I love Hunter matchups though. As long as we can get Aldraki, we're squared away, which I shouldn't take for granted. It's not that easy to draw. I do like Death's Head Cultist though. That's good news. It's a little bit riskier technically with the Razor Boar here because we might accidentally draw it before we need the healing or pull it before we need the healing. But depending on whether or not he kills the Razor Boar, we might be able to force kind of the delay on the Death's Head Cultist, or I don't know. We're probably gonna take 4 damage anyway by the time I get these out. Who am I kidding? It's freaking Hunter. Who am I kidding? I don't think we coin here. There is some perhaps logic to attacking this minion while it's at low health or low damage, because I may have it run into a Death's Head Cultist later after it gets buffed by an Adorable Infestation. So I might go to 4-3 and I'd rather be at 4-2. That said, I think between the Razor Boar and the Devouring Ectoplasm, it's probably going to die to a legitimate trade at some point and not perhaps interact with the Death's Head Cultist. Plus, we don't know if they have Adorable Infestation, so... you know, if they don't have that exact follow-up, it's still probably better to keep it because it stays at 2 and then the trades are much, much nicer for us. Why did the Necromancer become a beekeeper? So he could raise some bees. Some bees. That sigh is all you deserve. This is a lot of early damage. This is one of the fastest Hunter starts we've had to deal with. This might be a problem. If they have the Rhinos to follow this up, we could definitely be in trouble here. I guess I don't have to worry about the Death's Head Cultist sticking, though. That's a problem that's been solved. So much for that problem. I don't think I coin into the Hyena, right? Nah, Talon's really good. Talon's really good. Because then I have Skull on 6 and Blackthorn on 7.
Hungry, aren't you?
Ugh, it's so scary when you know Rhino's coming, dude. So scary. Can't even... I guess Talon is the right minion, though, to have out, so... That's good news.
This is not what we stood
Let's go ahead and preemptively hit here. It's going to trade in, and the Rhino's going to attack. We're going to take 4 off of that. The Rhino is going to be at... Oh, actually, no. We probably don't trade because we want this to hit the Rhino. Oh, I can't Skull on 5. Why did I say that? Anyway, we're non-performer's good, so that's all fine. Yeah, let's wait, actually, because we might need this to kill the Rhino, because the Rhino is going to be at 3 remaining after the trade. So, what, I don't even know the name of this card. The Devouring Ectoplasm is much better in that scenario. I guess if you have Performer anyway, maybe it doesn't matter though. Maybe it's the same difference. I could take one if I want to protect the Ectoplasm, but I don't really care about protecting the Ectoplasm, do I? No, let's see if we can find an I-Beam or something for later too. I don't want any of these. I don't know. I don't know. I might play this just now for just the 1/1 body. Just to help me take another trade later. Just because I don't really need anything else.
They will never catch me.
We'll cut right to
Really may not matter, but whatever. Oh, I should have checked it for Rushman in here. Oh, that's a great freaking roll. Lifesteal's amazing. That was a mistake. I should have traded this in, see if I got a Rush minion. Although, I do like these taunts out, even if they're bad against another Rhino. God, speaking of another Rhino, my God. Oh, boy. Okay. Skull off the top is really cool. I had one anyway, but this one's easier. More guaranteed, safer. Let's see what we get. I would love a heal of any kind. Fell Rattler's also just really good. No heal, unfortunately. So we're going to take 8 off the Trampling Rhino right now. Oh, I really just need Aldraki, dude. We'd almost have lethal, I think. Oh, not playing a Rhino. Not playing a Rhino. I thought they got a Rhino. Is it not right? Is this not the time? Am I insane? Okay. Tomos hit me in the face. Oh God, I hope you're wrong. Please be wrong. Can you please be wrong? I think we always have to play Blackthorn here, right? Let's test a secret here. We actually kind of want to run this in here in case that's an explosive trap. So we'll probably do that, right? Make sure we get the healing here. Blackthorn's gonna have a Fell Rattler, but I just really want this healing, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just clear everything out prior to that so we don't damage our Blackthorn minions, right? This is also gonna give me a dude, which is cool. Anything good off this? Not really. Renowned Performer doesn't give me a taunt. I don't really need it though, because I want higher health totals against any kind of Trampling Rhino action, so it's just better to have higher health totals. I guess this could hit a Renowned Performer, which would be bad, I think, in this scenario. Again, yeah. That is fine. Not ideal, but it makes the Rattler a more interesting threat, because this is the minion he kind of wants to hit. I guess they were all 3 attacks, so that didn't really change anything, did it? Yeah, never mind. Kind of always the same. This is the Rhino, but you don't play it that previous turn, right? Like, what's... maybe he didn't take a Rhino for some reason? I don't know why he wouldn't. One face, okay. Not hitting the Rattler. I have Skull, which is awesome. This hits the Rattler, okay. Sure. Let's see, 9 damage. I need 11. Lifesteal weapon lethal here? Guess it depends on the secrets sometimes too, doesn't it? Oh boy. 9 plus 7 is 16, 17, 18 damage. Let's just see what we find here. I guess I'm technically better off sculling first, right? Yeah, because I might hit a minion that gets pulled for free. I got an Aldraki. Oh my God. Okay, that's probably all we need to win then. This could be a freezing trap, but that's fine. This is better off the... Okay. If it's explosive and that dies, no worries. We have the healing now, so it's all good. We just heal for sure. We obviously don't wait for Il'gynoth. We want to be as high as we can. Hopefully this is enough. Is there any piercing shot play? Like piercing shot times 2 actually would be lethal. Yeah, double piercing shot still lethal. Wow. Because I have 2 1 health minions on board. That's tough. Would be exactly 10. Man. That should be fine. Only 4 mana remaining. I guess there is a Mancrick. Is Mancrick piercing shot lethal? That's 3 and 5 is only 8. No, it wouldn't be enough. And Mandrake double quick shot is not lethal either. Yeah. I don't think there's any math here. He's already used 1 arcane shot, so there's no arcane shot, quick shot. I think we're good. I don't think there's any 4 mana break that hits hits for 7, right? Wound prey. That is a monster hyena, but it just heals me more, so that's cool. This is a scary game, dude. I did not feel good about this game at all. Scary game. We got that weapon just in time. I mean, frankly, like, it may seem like, oh, we got lucky and we hit the weapon, but we almost drew our entire deck if you looked. We were like near the bottom of the deck. It just hit it right then. So I think you got to say we were actually sort of unlucky that it took that long. It's probably why that felt like one of the closer Hunter games we played. I have to wonder if they hadn't just played the that Trampling Rhino sooner, if they wouldn't have had an advantage. I don't know. That's debatable. Debatable. Okay, Warrior is so tough. I really don't hate this skull positioning. Anything other than a Blackthorn would probably open this up fine. Not Fury. Maybe we hold this skull. It has historically been pretty good against Warrior. We've had to often rely on the Il'gynoth to beat Warrior, so yeah, that's totally fine, of course. Really good, in fact. I wonder why we are facing so many warriors. I guess rush warriors maybe are out to farm shamans, but a few of our warriors have not been rush warriors. Again, I hate this matchup, even though we're actually 7-1 against warrior with this deck. For some reason, I hate it. I don't know why. I feel like I'm always going to lose, and we never do. We never do. Litzo says, Regis, I love your YouTube. What do you think of Rogue in the current meta? I don't usually ever really play Rogue, like real Rogue decks, hardly any, so I don't really have a lot of insights. I feel like it's in an okay spot, not like super strong, but reasonable, probably. I'm gonna need this skull because I have no other cards. These are terrible draws right now. I want those later for sure with Il'gynoths and stuff, but I need Deathrattle minions in the meantime, right? I don't know now. If he kills this, I mean, I don't even have a turn 3 play. Need a tail in this game. Need renowned performers. Need Beastmasters. I'd take Tusk Piercers just to draw a little bit. Fill in the hands. 7-2 now. Maybe, yeah. Like I said, I feel like every game we're never gonna win, and then we just magically pull out some kind of Il'gynoth nonsense and win the game. So, we'll see. Okay, Blackthorn's like good to have, but I have nothing to do for a couple turns here. I have to draw well. I mean, if he plays a minion and I can get a pursuit like trade value out of it, I'll be fine, I think. But yeah, I have 2 turns to fill here, basically, till Skull. This is kind of the risk of keeping Skull early without coin, you know, is like, well, it can get hairy if you don't draw. Like, this is a slot that could have been a Beastmaster, could have been a renowned performer, right? Like, these were the really unfortunate draws that kind of punish the Skull, but you have to account for these. They're in your deck, right? Are all Demon Hunter cards just 2 guys holding Warglaves? Is that just the Demon Hunter card model? No, I can Relentless Pursuit that, but oh, he took the that's so funny. Oh, actually I could just trade now and well, no, that kills my turn again. Yeah, I don't need to do that. We'll just Relentless Pursuit, yeah. I have nothing else to do, so this just fills the mana. Preserves these minions. Netting 5 damage anyway, so losing 5 is like whatever. I mean, it kind of still sucks, of course, because Relentless Pursuit can be played with Il'gynoth for even more damage. Rush Warrior definitely makes me more nervous even than I think Control Warrior. Like, they're so good at reacting to my boards, right? It's just so frustrating. Still don't have a turn 5. I will say Blackthorn's much better against Rush Warrior than Control Warrior, so having the Blackthorn in hand for Rush Warrior does feel a little better for sure. There's almost no draw in my deck that would be bad next turn. Honestly, I could play almost anything for 5 mana except the other Skull. So, like, you know, weave in kind of a Fury and whatever other card I find. Talon would probably be the best. Oh my god, no way! I actually got the other Skull. Oh my god! That is so bad. 1 out of 23. Why did I say it? Literally any other card would have been fine. I would have just dumped any minion happily. I would have... Oh my god, that's brutal, dude. Actual 1 out of 23. That's a fairly weak Samuro in the scheme of things, at least. It's not terrible, but it's not great.
For a good time.
Fell Rattler ×2? I don't really need the ×2. I guess I can Chaos Strike Fell Rattler to tidy that up. That's fine. This was not a great Skull either. All that work for a pretty crappy Skull, honestly. But Blackthorn's still really nice, right? Double Performer and Talon are in there. The Beastmasters are actually pretty solid as well. Even the Razor Boars are pretty good. So, can't really go wrong with this Blackthorn. Double Watch Post. I've heard about Watch Post Rush Warrior, but I hadn't actually seen one yet. That's pretty wild.
You struggle
Against the inevitable. The Fell Rattler doesn't really do much against the grunts here, right? I think we just wait. I could definitely kill this thing. But then there'd be another grunt on board. I think we just chill. I think we're fine. It's a pretty good board, right? This guy's sticky. This guy is value for Il'gynoth, so... We could definitely line up an Il'gynoth lethal now, too, since we have Eldraki, Fury. The Fury is a little stuck with his Skull, but I don't know. I feel like we're in a good spot now, suddenly. The can't attack aspect of the Watch Post definitely limited their reactivity to this board a little bit. Imagine if those were just 2 reasonably sized minions. Now, of course, they have Rush, so they can probably react to this board pretty well anyway, but it would be even better, of course, if they had real minions. They did maybe stall out the Performer from getting pulled by the Beastmaster. That said, of course, we have other options, so probably not too bad of a problem for us. The guy's not especially strong. Okay. Do we have any lethals here? We have 9 on board. They're at 23. I would need to find 14 damage. Oh, I hit the Il'gynoth naturally, not off the Talon. Oh, interesting. So I don't think that means we have any lethal outs, right?
I know there's a way.
Need to kill this guy, really. He's the annoying guy right now. Let's see what we draw. I kind of hate not going face, but these 2/2s are kind of getting in my way. The increased costs, I don't really care about much. That's not really a big deal. Hoping for the Fell Rattler, right, so that it would be
Rotten to the core.
a little easier to go face here. I'm sad I'm not really going face much at all this turn. It's sort of okay, but I'm going to go ahead and do the Skull. No, I like the Performer still. We'll get the Eldraki equipped. This is nice. This sets us up for pretty much a lethal. I'm going to hold the Fell Rattler, though, in case things get hairy with Darkmoon Riders or something. So, okay, we have, let's see, this is 6, that's 12 damage with Il'gynoth next turn. I would need 2 3-attack minions to survive here for lethal. Would also maybe just want to top deck any kind of damage. I don't know. Should be. Okay, that is not insignificant, I gotta say. Most of these will at least die to their trade, so they're not getting a lot of Rokara value. And it looks like maybe we'll just have enough for lethal here, right? Didn't I math it out that I needed 6? 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Ooh. All right, we did it again with Warrior. I'm always nervous, but we just win. Oh, final boss time. Wow, that was quick. All right. Give me a shaman. Give me a shaman. I was worried we might hit a bit of a wall, you know, just matchup dependent, but this deck never seems to fail us. Maybe we still will. Don't jinx it. Still at 80% win rate overall. This month we are 79% win rate, 26-7. Final boss. Although, not really final boss, because our goal is no longer just to hit legend. Our goal is to keep pushing. Oh, Druid is our indeed final boss. They're our nightmare matchup. I hate Druid. Ugh, we're so bad against Druid. So bad. I think I gotta just push for crazy minion tempo here. Like, I need Razor Boars, Beastmasters. I need to get out fast enough to, like, really stall them out. Blackthorn's probably way too slow. Maybe if this is a big Druid, I'll have time for that. Get under their Guardian Animals turn or something and hope they don't hit Cleave guy, but I think this is looking like another loss. I just didn't even hit a 2-mana card. Needed Tusk Piercer, needed Razor Boar. Definitely like Ectoplasm on 3, that's fine. Kreen can give me some stuff to do. Il'gynoth definitely gives me like bailout tricky plays, but nothing nothing in hand to support it yet, and it's not really in line with the Blackthorn either, so a bit at odds with this hand right now, right? Like, it is not complementary to itself. Also, just no chip damage. Good 3-4. Probably figure out a 5-6, so that's all good news. That's a bit late, unfortunately. Could be something I play with Kreen next turn. I think this might actually be a bigger Druid, which I guess I think I like, but taunts are scary, and Cenarian Ward is scary, so I think it's Coin Overgrowth here. I don't know if I'm happy about that. We got off to a really slow start for this kind of Druid. That in combination with Il'gynoth is a little more intriguing. Okay. This is probably way better against Big Druid, like I said. I wish I had a coin, though. If I had coin this matchup, I would feel so much better. They might just Guardian Animals here, right? Bloom Animals is 100% happening, it looks like. Cenarian Ward, I guess, would be cooler. Primordial is also probably a little better for me, technically. Oh, I actually don't mind that at all. I was more worried about the giant stats beating me. Them reacting to the board is sort of okay, really. I think I'm actually kind of chill about that. And they also bloomed, so they're a bit light on mana next turn. I'm actually gonna tempo Il'gynoth this game. Risky right now for a couple reasons, obviously, right? Number one is there's a 6/6 on board. I do have some burst damage in hand, but I don't have an Eldraki, and I don't think I'm gonna have time for an Eldraki, and I think it might stick just to deal 4, and I just don't have another good play, right? Like, Kreen's just not that interesting. I don't really want to clear this minion, assuming it's just gonna hit a 1/1 a lot of the time. Maybe it hits the Il'gynoth. It looks like it is some kind of lunar something here, but that's actually still fine. Oh, just Broom. Oh, that's actually good to get rid of. Yeah, that's nice. That's good news. They stressed about the Il'gynoth a little too much, perhaps, which is great. Bellrattler's a great clear. Yeah, nice. I like that. A little bit of board here. I'm worried about Guardian Animals. I'm worried about Cenarian Ward. Blackthorn's coming out next turn. I got some burst damage here. Love that I ate that Broom, though. That's good. Might limit their ability to react to this guy. Cenarian Ward is better for me than oh, that's familiar. Better for me than Guardian Animals, maybe, although debatable, I guess. Debatable. This kind of sucks. I need Fell Rattlers that I don't have. This is not that good against these two 6/6s. Okay, well that's super annoying for them, I guess. Because Talon's actually in the pool for these, so all 3 of these minions get pulled, potentially. That's really sticky. Clowns are bad, but if they're just 4/4 clowns, I might be able to sort that out, right? Particularly because this board plays really well into Kreen right now. Oh, this is survival, I guess? It's still not really that bad, weirdly enough. Kreen is just gonna murder this. Oh, that makes me kind of wish I'd kept the Il'gynoth, right? But so be it. Too late now.
You want my respect? Earn it.
What wondrous power!
What wondrous power! Still want to ship some stuff base here, I think. I'm gonna not play the Talon because I want these Deathrattle guys to have some value. We already lost the Il'gynoth, so I can just use burst damage for the sake of burst damage here while I have an open window to attack. Okay, clowns are the big concern. Oh, but he's overloaded. He can't clown.
There is fire in your heart.
He can't clown. 8 mana. Cenarian Ward would be the next worst thing. Animals is also very bad. Oh, particularly with a taunt and a cleave. Oh, God, that's bad. This pulls Talon or Devouring. Talon's nice. That kind of screws with him a little bit. Do I have any kind of lethal outs here? He used the taunt. I feel like this might be lethal, right? Because I can use this to pull the Performer. And then I have Chaos Strike, Relentless Pursuit, Hero Power. That's 7. Oh, but it's only +6.
I know that.
What if I just play Performer? That's 6 and 7's only 13. Is there a path through here? If I 50-50 the Performer before playing the Ectoplasm, I can get there, I think. I just have to 50-50 the... I think I have to 50-50 the Performer for lethal, don't I? To get the math? Oh, God. I don't know if there's a guarantee here or not. Oh, I didn't hit it. Ah! I don't think there was a guarantee. I think I had to hit the Performer so that I had mana to play Relentless Pursuit. I had to, because I needed a rush minion to get the damage through the taunt, right? So if I hit the 50-50, I got the rush damage through. And then, because now you can just play clowns and I just lose, right? I can't be clowns. I just lose to clowns, always. He's just making space for clowns and I'm dead. Oh. It's so frustrating, dude. I literally just can't beat clowns. There's no path to victory here. Any direct damage over the top, Metamorphosis would have been something, but I can't get a Metamorphosis. I don't have any direct damage over the top. Yeah, it's just a 50-50 for lethal. Was there any way to guarantee it, chat, that I can't think of? I can't think of any way to guarantee it, right? Man, if I hadn't played Tempo Il'gynoth, maybe we could have got there, but of course we may not have gotten him this low. Il'gynoth already dealt 2 damage at least. Yeah, GG.
There is fire in your heart.
I think it's just 50-50. If I played the 3-drop first, I would have had mana to Hero Power, but not Relentless Pursuit, so I would have been able to net 2 damage from Relentless Pursuit over Chaos Strike, but that wouldn't have been enough. I needed to net 4 damage, which I could have done if I didn't have to spend the 4 mana on the Rush Minion. If I could have got the Rush Minion for free, it was just GG. Just GG. And that's tough. Yeah, I think that was. I can't think of a path through. I don't know. There's somebody watching it later. If you can think of a guaranteed route, the Fell Rattler dealt 1 extra damage, but it didn't open up any 2 attack lines because everything had 3 or more. Like I could have Chaos Strike, but then I wouldn't have been able to Relentless Pursuit and all that stuff for the extra damage as well. So I don't think there was any way to
Not backing down, Illidan.
reload the save. Yeah, it does suck to lose a 50-50. I gotta say, like that's a brutal final boss 50-50 loss there. Okay, I can work with this. Not perfect early opener, but good 3-4-5. Even better 3, honestly. We like healing against Demon Hunter too. Give me that Razor Board to just lock this down. Do. Tusk Piercer's good though. Okay. If they get a Razor Board advantage on me, we might have trouble here. I don't know. I think I'll attack to see if I can hit Beastmaster or Razor Board. Just get that chain going a little bit. I guess Razor Board's not that helpful, but it's still a little better. They have a coin advantage, so if they use that into a Blackthorn, they might be in a good spot. They also coin a 3-drop here, which is pretty nice for them. Yeah, they got the Beastmaster, so that's always a little spooky. Let's see if we hit a Beastmaster. If not, we'll have to stick to the Ectoplasm. Razor Board is actually still a little better, even if I float a hero power here, probably, right? It's not too great on the Cultist. Yeah, maybe we wait. We might just wait on this one. I think we'll have that Cultist in hand for a bit, so there will be a turn somewhere where flexing that 2 mana in for the Cultist pop-off will help a little more than currently.
Do you hear, Amnor?
Okay. Actually, this is a decent Razor Board turn here, to be frank. I think we can make it work right now. I-Beam, sure. That might come in handy later. I don't think I'm using it right now, for the record. It's just too risky on the Razor Board right now, right? And hero power right now is still valuable, so we'll just wait. It might actually be a little bit before I get to use that, but I also have Il'gynoth upside on it as well, so might just be burst damage later. We'll see if that's handy out for it. Because we got Talon into Blackthorn, so we know what we're kind of doing for a little while, I think. And even Performer on 5 is, or on 6 with an IB might be nice. And we will have the first Blackthorn, so that's really good. Bum-ba-da. Would it be a good idea to run Kane's Sun Fury? I don't think so. We've had an 80% winner with this deck. I'm really hesitant to change anything right now. I mean, yes, against that Clown Druid, sure, but, you know, it would be worse in every other matchup, so. Basically, Il'gynoth sort of serves that purpose usually in the same sort of function. It's clearly not exactly the same, but Il'gynoth can deal damage over or through taunts. I thought we would just win that game before Clowns became relevant. And we, as you saw, we were a 50-50 away from it. Unfortunately, though, they did finish it off before then. So we kind of missed our chance there. Okay, we actually kind of need the... we sort of need the Talon to die, so definitely going to take at least a little bit of a trade here. If I can't kill the Talon off next turn, I'm really in trouble. So just for sure, get rid of my Divine Shield so I can get the Talon. Of course, that poison hits pretty good anyway, so. Now I can trade into that 3-2 at the very least if he doesn't kill it for me, which will be great. Skull is always spooky, right? They could get a lot of tempo here if they hit the right stuff. Play like 3 cheap minions, get a good Fell Rattler maybe. Yeah. Still really nice. I would vastly prefer to have those minions alive and have a Blackthorn than have those minions dead and have a Blackthorn, right? So, little sad here. I'm just not gonna hit it. I just don't care that much. Little good maybe with Fell Rattler sometimes to get some better, slightly better damage breakpoints, like if something comes out that demands that, but it's okay. Fell Rattler's alive into this board, so that's kind of cool. If he's gonna kill it, he's gonna hit more stuff. That's nice. Should have hit that first if he's planning to kill it. Maybe he was hoping to get a Rushman and did that effectively, but I gotta say the Fishy Flyer doesn't feel too good there. Oh, the Alar, fancy. Another Fell Rattler. Now his whole board's just gonna get murdered. I guess he probably just leaves those up, which does help me get through the 2-4 rather nicely. I gotta keep an eye on this Il'gynoth I-Beam for extra damage, right? Like, that's a potentially really sick play for me. In fact, how much do I have now? He's going to 24. I just have... No, it's not enough. 8, 11, basically. Oh, well, 8, 11 plus... 4 is 15. We're actually getting quite a bit of damage together, but still maybe not quite enough to feel good about it. I think I actually kind of have to maybe kill the Alar. Part of me really wants to ignore it though, because I'm just pushing so hard right now. The unfortunate thing is this hand is only good if I get an Aldraki Warblade, so I might have to go ahead and use this Relentless Pursuit just to like clear the Alar or something. Because it's like the most expensive aspect of the damage, right? But I could also try to win this game without the... I just use this to deal damage to everything. That opens up slightly better hits for me. I think I kill this one off. It's only slightly better hits, though, so I don't know if it's worth it. Like, this is still really awkward to kill. Well, not that awkward, I guess. Just feels weird to float this much mana, even for a fairly substantial board advantage. Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, he's got so many cards in hand that I don't have. This is kind of falling apart here. Going face? What? Oh, okay. I see. Kind of makes sense, I guess. 8 plus 8 is 16. Plus 3, still not quite there. But I maybe once again put in the Il'gynoth just because. Oh, he's on a N'Zoth now though. Halen N'Zoth. I'm just gonna lose this game again. I can't get under people enough. Lethal? I don't think so, right? We only have 8 and 8. 16 plus 3 is 19. I don't think we got a lethal yet. Il'gynoth is not doubling up. We don't have an Aldraki equipped. Just really hate this. I don't know. Killing this doesn't even really do anything because of the Zoth, right? But I might be dead if I don't kill it, so I don't know. Taunt, it's kind of interesting, but he's got Murloc, he's got 2 Rush minions, so he can always clear the Il'gynoth and the Taunt. That leaves me with 8 plus 8. It's technically enough if he plays N'Zoth, because he doesn't have a Taunt, right? Oh, this guy too, though. I forgot about this guy. Oh, so you can clear 2 other things. Oh, and another Rush minion. No! It's too many Rush minions. No, I'm not going to get there now. That does 2, though, actually. Hold up. Am I still going to get there? Oh, and that's a Taunt. Oh, but he didn't kill it. Oh, he didn't kill it. Oh, my God. He's just leaving me lethal. Okay.
Good afternoon at
super
RegisKillbin
okay.
in Bronzebeard.
He really should have maybe killed that off. I don't know.
Scent of Dragons.
I feel like he threw there. Got a good quill board too, by the way. Oh, he could have got a taunt quill board. Maybe did he have one? No, he didn't. Huh? Wonder why he didn't decide to clear. Hey, where's Beef Dude? What's up, man? Do you know what Hearthstone expansion is the stinkiest? Descent of Dragons. It's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Would I want anyway with the taunt? Oh yeah, with the Relentless Pursuit for sure. Yeah, for sure I would have. I had 12 in hand, 13 with hero power. Did he have a Taco board die? Oh, okay. I didn't think he... Oh, he did. Yeah, you're right. We used that Fell Rattler to kill it. Yeah. He did indeed. Yeah, of course. Final boss, number 2. Hope we win this one. I gotta go soon. I really don't want to keep playing against these, man. All right, I like this because it can really fill in the gaps and make Skull cheaper, but the rest of these, I need tempo cards. I really need tempo cards. We're 8-1 against Warrior now, I think we said, but I still feel like I'm gonna lose every single time. It always feels like a bad matchup. Eldraki already. Don't love that, really. Kurtrus. It's never really gonna be outcasted because of that Blackthorn occupying the spot. I think I Sigil Runner just because I don't really have any tempo minions in hand. I need to find one. That's at least something. It's not great. I need to find, though, you know, a Razor Boar or a Beastmaster here. Corsair Cache. So that's probably a Bulwark, right? Oh, that's a good draw. Okay. So this is probably a Control Warrior. I don't think I've seen any Rush Warriors certainly running Corsair Cache. Bulwark is definitely scary. Not excited about that. What an early Shield Slam. Interesting. That feels early to me, but hey, what do you know? I love it. Blackthorn's not as good against Control Warrior, unfortunately, so probably not my favorite card. We like the Il'gynoth stuff a little better against Control Warrior. Hey, Hmar Marge! One of my favorite things to cook? I don't really cook much, man. My wife handles the cooking. We have a pretty traditional cooking arrangement. I just cook, like, you know, ramen and mac and cheese and that sort of stuff, which is, I really don't even think you can classify as cooking in good conscience, right? So I don't really contribute much. My wife is an amazing cook, though. She cooks all kinds of amazing stuff. My favorite things that she cooks, like pork adobos up there. She makes really good lasagna. Makes really good chicken wings we had last night. She made some homemade pizzas that were amazing. She's just a baller cook. It's sort of funny he prioritized that. That's the least important minion to me. I literally just played that for lack of anything else to do. It looks scary, but frankly, in this particular instance, not that scary, which is nice. Let's do this and not overcommit too much on this. This little Sigil Runner, by the way, has gotten a lot of value. Okay, I don't know how these die, but if he kills the right one in the right priority, we'll guaranteed get both of these back as stickiness options. Aljaki Cheap Fury is definitely lining up for a good Il'gynoth here. We've gotten them down to 14, and I feel like I really haven't even done that much. Okay, sick. I said that in the backwards order. If this one died first, we got the guarantee. That could have pulled this, and then this could have whiffed, but thankfully we got the 50-50 roll there. Perhaps to make up for the other 50-50 roll earlier. And then a really good one, because this would have also died, and he would have healed even more. Wow, big deal. Big deal. Fury again. My God, how much damage do I have right now? I have 6, 8, 9 plus 6 is 15. Like close to lethal. Vengeful Spirit actually really good for us. Is it gonna break my Blackthorn though? I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, never. Okay. Even if I draw one off the top, it still doesn't break it, so. This feels really good. Oh, I maybe shouldn't have Hero Powered it. I have a Razor Board. No. Hero Power is fine. Talon will hit either Performer or Il'gynoth. This also has a pretty good chance to hit Il'gynoth. Good news here is, like, if he goes for a clear on this, he may be light on a clear on the Blackthorn just because of all the stickiness, right? Although the Blackthorn is really not going to have any sticky minions, only potentially a Renowned Performer because it's Death's Head Cultists and Fell Rattlers, unfortunately. There is an Ectoplasm too. Yeah, so we would love to get Ectoplasm Performer in the Blackthorn. That would be sick. Didn't attack. Wait, what? Oh, in my face? Oh, man. Whoops. Oh, totally should have. Yeah, sorry. Hopefully that doesn't matter. Whoopsie. That's a whoopsie. Is this lethal? They're gonna be like, oh, it would have been. Almost. Okay. Let's Tusk Piercer Talon, maybe. Actually, we kind of like Razorfin because of the stickiness, but it doesn't pull anything. So yeah, Talon's better. That lines me up for an Il'gynoth in many cases. If I go for Blackthorn here, I'm just going to be overcommitted to the board, I think. I'm going to wait for a moment where that's a little bit tidier.
Maybe.
Yeah.
This is not what we
It's weird. I think I'm going to... No, this is okay. This might get me a Rushman, and I might just go face. Oh, okay. There's some debate to leaving the sticky minion up and trading in the 4/4 I was thinking about, right? Because, you know, you want like a more annoying board to deal with, but ultimately this just nets more total damage. So that's really another angle of attack for us right now because those double Furies in hand, particularly with an Il'gynoth off, this Talon being a possibility. It's a 50-50, so that would set up a crazy lethal push next turn if the Talon dies, which would certainly give me, you know, some outs for lethal.
What now?
If I lose for 1 health, yeah, don't jinx me, bro. I don't know. I guess I just forgot to attack. I don't know. Okay, so did we get Il'gynoth? We did. Oh, nice. This is almost certainly going to be a lethal, right? It's exactly 8 mana and it's 16 damage. 680. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, actually, is it still? No, there's 5 charges on that. No, okay. Oh man, these are really good to have up though, I gotta say.
Show's over.
We need to Blackthorn first here because I don't want to draw the last Deathrattle. Actually, do I ever do that? No, there's always 4. So it doesn't really matter. Order is irrelevant here. Sadly, I'm not breaking the last charge. That distresses me a little bit here. Because it means Il'gynoth's not lethal next turn. I do have a pretty well, not that sticky. I got the Ectoplasm, so maybe even if he clears here, I stick a minion to break the final charge to open up the Il'gynoth. That makes me nervous. Brawl. Okay, hopefully 2 minions are alive here at the Brawl. Hopefully Ectoplasm doesn't win the Brawl. Okay. Oh, that's a good minion too. High health total's nice. It's hard to deal with. Ooh, really sticky minion. Yes! That's a high roll. Okay. I doubt he can clear both of these with 4 mana. And then I'll have lethal set up.
Armor!
Well, surely I still have enough, right? I haven't done the math yet, but surely this is still enough. Break with the cheapest minion. He's at 18. What is this at? 6, 8, 9 is exactly 18, I think, for exact lethal. Ooh. Exact lethals are fun. Didn't need that 1 damage. If I'd been 1 off, oh my god, I would have been so bad. Didn't need the exact damage. Who cares? All right, Legend Climb complete. Starting at 2,125. Okay, that's a pretty good starting spot for me, actually. A few months ago, I debuted at Legend like 600 because I hit it on like the 2nd of the month, like, you know, like April 2nd or something. I forget what it was. But this is definitely one of the higher debuts I've had in the last year or two, other than that one. Okay, so let's capture the stats here on this deck. This deck, for this climb this season, we went 28-8, or 78%. We were 4-0 against Demon Hunter, 3-4 against Druid. Definitely our one weakness. 3-0 against Hunter, 1-1 against Mage, 2-1 against Priest, 6-1 against Shaman, 1-0 against Warlock, and 8-1 against Warrior. Now, that's just this season. All time, this deck, for me, I played it last month too a little bit, is 79% win rate, 46-12. Stat split's pretty much the same. 9-0 against Demon Hunter. We've literally never lost against Demon Hunter. 5 and 6 against Druid still. So yeah, definitely the weakness. You're seeing Druid don't play this. Otherwise, pretty good stuff. Yeah, definitely one of my most efficient climbs ever. Kind of a ridiculous win rate. Pretty much 80%. I've actually technically had high. I think we had like a 91% win rate one time to Legend, but maybe not all the way from Diamond to 8. So we started pretty far back here. Okay, so yeah, love this deck as far as win rate's concerned. I think it's kind of boring, but it's winning, so I'll take it. Average match time was 7 minutes. Not the fastest, but pretty quick. A few slow ones. I play slower than most people too, or some people. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little bit longer today still, but you know that's a natural, nice breaking point for ladder. Maybe we'll do some wild or something real quick and goof off. I don't know. Do I have any wild decks? Oh yeah, I still got my Mill Druid. Okay, just gonna play it at like 15-20 minutes or something. And then, of course, we'll continue the try-hard climb, see how high we can get in Legend. Probably play the same deck for a little while, and then, you know, see what we need to do based on the meta and how we're winning and how we're climbing. That deck, I'm frankly seem to be pretty good at. You know, at least it's working. Something is working. I don't know if it's me or the deck or what, but so it's you don't want to shift too much right away, but. Okay, so this is a goofy Mill Druid in Wild. Basically make our opponent burn their cards. So on. I'm only going to go for like one more game probably. Just because I got a hard exit tonight. We got to go to something. So I don't want to get stuck in a long game and not be able to finish it. In fact, if this game were 30 minutes, I'd be in that spot now. So yeah. Good climb, man. I just missed that one damage, guys, because I wanted exact lethal. I had it all mapped out in my brain. You're just not advanced enough. You just weren't thinking 5 turns ahead like I was, okay? I knew I wanted exact mana and exact damage lethal, and you missed it. You're not on my level, you know? I'm up there on that streamer level. Way above a normal level. Did we just naturalize this idiot? I don't know. It kind of defeats the purpose because he's getting a bunch of stuff anyway. I feel like this is not a matchup for this deck. We don't want them to have a ton of cards. 4D chess. I was playing 19th dimension 19th dimension interdimensional galactic auto chess 17.x 294. That's what I was playing. Get on my level. just really wanted that exact lethal for the video. That's all. What a nerd. Nerd. I don't need more Sylvanas taunts, please. I'm already tilted enough. Please. Cut me some slack here. Take it easy on me. Spreading Plague's a good card. Okay. That might be what we need here. I have this this meme video clip I've been wanting to use forever that's like kind of plays on that, but I've never used it. Wow, I heard that sound and I heard my emote or cheer sound. I thought you guys were dropping cheers for a second. All these Murlocs. It's a break in my brain. Okay. Maybe still just stall a little bit.
Death does not scare me.
Kind of do like solar eclipses though. I forgot about that. I think we're losing though. Coin Spreading Plague's fine. Could you post the last deck? Yeah, sure thing, man. I think I have it handy actually. Yeah. Here it is. Oh my god, yes, that's That's my cheer mote sound or cheer sound. It's it's really triggered into my brain, man. It's too much. I wonder what they'll get off this guy. Man, this like shut down their board. I don't even need a spreading plague now. Never mind. I need a spreading plague again. It's actually really good. All these 1/1s. I guess they could easily have a buff that ruins it, but for now we'll have to try. 0 attack, 1/1s, all this stuff. Solar Naturalize is fun too. I have no time for cheers. That's fun. All right. Okay, no buff. That's good news. Wow. What is in their hand? They must have a really minion-based deck instead of like buffs and stuff. None of the like cheese follow-ups, you know? Maybe they got some kind of battle cry thing, but they've already traded like no war leader. Like they just would have traded in one. I don't know. Hey, no, no, Sam, rocking the wild bits, dude. I love it. Hey, I forgot. Yeah, thank you, man. Amazing. Oh, if I ever need $1.77, I could just go to wild real quick. It's always worth $1.77. Guaranteed. Yeah, she's working too. Yes. Thank you for another 177 bits. My God. What a wild deck we've got too. Man, he went with Druid, huh? Okay. Do I have lethal here? I'm gonna add 4 to each minion. I think that means each of them are dealing 5. That's 25 damage. It's not lethal, but should I go for it? I don't really have any direct damage in the deck other than my hero power. Could also maybe trade a little. But I don't know. I feel like one's gonna stick, maybe, right? Like, I don't know. I just need one to stick, and I got lethal set up, right? Or just eventually get some fatigue damage or just whatever. I don't know. Malfurion can deal direct damage later, quite chunky. 3 damage pops. Instead of my hero power, which is 1 at a time. Okay, trying to trade up, but are they going to get enough to trade through? Hex, okay. Getting there, but not much mana. There's no way. Oh, no way I win. Okay, cool. What a weird win condition for this deck. I turned into a token druid just out of nowhere. It's supposed to be a mill druid, but I turned into a token druid. Cool. Wow. Amazing. Goal of Kiri. Yeah, Kiri's to get more solar eclipses for more naturalizes and stuff was the plan. I mean, I don't know if you need 3, but they're pretty good with naturalize and a few other things as well. So that was the idea anyway. And I think really secretly the idea was I just needed to play new cards, and those were some of the newer ones from Dark Moon. Guys, I guess I better go. I know it's a super short stream, but I'm scared to start another game because I got a hard exit today. So probably just gonna drop off for now. I mean, you know, I achieved the goal today of hitting Legends. That was awesome. I mean, it was a good start for the Try Hard series. So that was the main thing I wanted to check off today, and then we also got to discuss that card previews, which were nice. So I think we achieved the goals of the day. I think we'll just call it there. Sorry for the short stream. A lot of things happened today that made that an unfortunate reality. Got stuck this morning on a support phone call thing for my wife's laptop, which has a problem. So I will. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back. We'll start our legend climb. Continue the try hard climb. See how that goes. Maybe pivot if we need a new deck or anything. But see if we can't break maybe top 1K tomorrow and go from there. I think I will probably be losing legend ranks while offline. Unfortunately, we'll keep an eye on it. my MMR has historically been so low because we play so many goofy decks and stuff that even when I make that push into Legend, it still thinks I have a pretty bad MMR, and it just naturally wants to push me down to like 10K or something. So we'll see how hard that is to overcome. I don't know what we'll lose over time, but I wouldn't be surprised if I come back tomorrow and I'm like 3K or something. Because basically, as new people enter Legend, if they enter with a higher MMR, they'll be ranked higher, and I will naturally just decline in ranks, even if I don't play or lose or anything. It's just dependent on what your internal MMR says you are. And I don't know if since this month we've only tryharded and I didn't like goof off or anything first, if that'll make a difference, or if we won so many games in a row. Because I did finish the month last month as well, tryharding off stream. Like I won like 15 out of 18 or something to end the month. So maybe we've accrued enough games to get our MMR in a decent spot. I don't know. But we'll just see what happens tomorrow. I have no idea. We'll find out and we'll go from there. Might be hard to go against stream with that, but I think eventually if we keep tryharding consistently enough, it'll realize and sort of update, and we should be okay. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out today. Thanks for the crazy hype train earlier. Big shout out to Cherudius and June for some craziness, some bits along the way too from Where's Beef and No Sam and so on. So thanks everybody for all that fun stuff. Good luck out there today and have a good weekend, everybody. Check out YouTube if you want to catch the start of the tryhard action for RegisKillbin. Funny new thumbnail up there with me from Die Hard. So enjoy that. And yeah, I'll see you guys around. Let me drop a raid actually. Shoot, I always forget. Oh no, who's gonna get raided real quick here? Anybody? Doesn't matter. Random person of the day. Person's like, watch. What is that in the? I don't know what this is, but anyway, have fun on the raid, everybody. See you soon. Love you a ton. Thanks for watching, and until next time, game on.